Oh, nope, yeah, there it is. Oh, fuck, didn't mean to open that. Okay, it says it's reconnected, but... okay. See how long that lasts. Might be best to hold off on that until I'm done with the city, though. Suddenly back to just talking. Funny points, okay. I'm gonna go talk to random members. Hey! Buddy! This town may be made of steel, but its people are not. To see them finally understand each other moves me to tears. I'm so proud of you all. I'm so proud of all of you. Do you hope to become preachers of love as well? No? Hello. Lady Angelica was here this morning and stroked both of us on the head. She did tell us she'd be leaving with the other students from her academy while she was doing that, though. I didn't think our sweet time together would be so brief. These girls. Just as I thought everything was sorted out, Lady... oh, right, I dropped for a moment. That's my... oh! That's why. A new stream was started on YouTube. God damn it. Jesus Christ. This is so bad. What happened? What's going on with my bitrate? Oh man. Anyway. Just thought everything was sorted out. Lady Angelica... what is wrong with me? Lady Angelica tells us that she's going to be leaving us. I hope she's not planning to flirt with any girls elsewhere in the country. That's her whole MO, you know that, right? She's such a playgirl. She has us, so why would she ever need anyone else? I don't know, why don't you ask her yourself? I've been told that that Sister Quill was transferred elsewhere. I'm so sad she had to leave us. I hope I can see her again someday. Oh, you poor innocent girl. That was Angelica. Archbishop Hans. Welcome to Ruhr Cathedral. I've heard one of the territories was called, one of the terrorists. Why did I say territories? What is wrong with me? Was called to the goddess' side during the battle at the Shortstruck barrier. Though he may have strayed from the right path, each lost light still makes the world a dimmer place. I pray that he might find peace in his final rest. Thank you. Okay. Bishop Clavy? Or Clavy? I don't know. What is wrong with me? Now that the Marquis has changed his position on the war, peace has finally returned to the city. It seems this was the what most of the soldiers wanted all along, deep down. Conflicts are incredibly tragic for everyone involved, even more so when they're between family members. The wrong buttons everywhere. Why am I pressing every wrong button? Huh, I can't go to the bar. Well, I can go to the bar, but I can't quick travel to the bar. Oh, my bitrate. What is going on? It's a 0 again. Okay. They say the modernization of Roar was really dependent on 3 people. The first, former Rhineford chairman, Gwen Rhineford. Second, President Schmidt of the Roar Institute of Technology. The third isn't nearly as well known, but it's the genius artisan Jackass. They're all amazing, but they apparently don't get along very well, so you won't see them working together very often. It's a shame, too. Imagine what sort of incredible things they could make if they all worked together. Yeah, I imagine, but don't think we're gonna be seeing that anytime soon. What's... Oh, funding event. Hey! Right, I forgot they landed. I'm so glad Mom and Instructor Mary are alright. Thanks for the whole liberating Roar thing, Green. Seriously, I really mean it. I can't thank you and your classmates enough. It's not like you didn't play a part in it or anything. But liberating Roar is just one step on our path to liberating the Academy. We'll all be what is one thing? We'll all be counting on you. I won't let you down. Well, now that Mint is back with us, all we need to worry about is you and Makarov. As I've explained to you numerous times, Makarov and I are certainly friends, but I'm afraid we don't have the sort of relationship you seem to think we do. Oh? Have you got a problem with my baby brother? What's your deal? That's not what I'm saying. I think I know where Mint's, her thing of jumping to conclusions. Anyway, sure, he's a little clumsy, and maybe he's sort of unkempt and prone to getting lost all the time, but he's my family. You must be great from that glass house of yours. Oh, why do I keep moving that? But if you've got any issues with him, just tell me and I'll feel them in his place. She's been a whole month and she hasn't gotten the clue. Oh man, what is wrong with your family? And I think my daily stomach pains have something to do with her cooking. Oh. Oh, poor... poor Instructor Mary. From the sounds of things, you all fought wonderfully yesterday. It was quite a shock when I heard the particulars of what happened, but I'm glad you're all safe. Us too. Thank you, Instructor. Are you sure you don't want to come with us? You wouldn't be the first instructor to come on board Courageous, and we'd be more than happy to have you. I'm certain that if I were to join you on the ship, I would only be a burden. That's due in no small part to my family potentially being objecting to my presence there and causing trouble for everyone. As inactive as it sounds, I think the best thing I can do for you is stay here and pray for your safety and success. Fair. Well, if you're sure. Well, if you're sure, you're sure. We'll try not to let you down. I'd like to imagine that Roar will be safe for the time being, but take care all the same. Same to all of you. May Adios watch over you all. Amen. Wow, you really went all out with the food. Oh god. Of course I did. What better cause for celebration than seeing your daughter for the first time in ages? That's the best. There's really nothing like your home cooking. I'm sure that's true in multiple different ways. You guys have stomachs of steel, honestly. Both Reed and Mary just stare at her. Oh, Jesus Christ. Reed and Mary share the same brain cell at that moment. With respect to the way it was. This is the best. I was hoping this day would come, but man, that's not how I figured Nortia's involvement in the war would end. Lady Angelica never ceases to amaze. You could look all over Samaria and you'd never find another noble quite like her. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Dining bar F. Hello. What happened to the short strike barrier is the talk of the town. It's hard to believe that ash-colored night really exists, though. I've heard all the stories about the great knights ending conflicts. But maybe this means they're not just stories after all. Oh, you got that right. Hey, buddy. Sounds like you had quite the ordeal over at the short track barrier. It's over now, though, which means you've got some time to relax a little. And you know what'll help you relax? A cocktail. Here, I'll teach you. Don't worry, it's non-alcoholic. Thank you. Got another drink. I should have gone around the world map. I am missing 2 recipes.
よし、やってみるか。
Oh boy.
こんなものかな。
Marquis Rogner withdrew from the Alliance? That's good news. Now I can focus on my work without worrying about war on my doorstep. Got a lot to prepare with the end of the school year around the corner. Along with 2 students who are dangerously low on credits. I hope it's not those 2 guys that are just sitting around in the main lobby. They sound chill. Huh. What? The Alliance has withdrawn from Ruhr? You're serious? Serious? Yeah! Life is good. Life's so damn good. Someone's happy. I tried to voice that as well as I could. Sorry if I hurt anyone's ears. Woohoo! Yay! Hooray for sweet freedom. Thank you, goddess. Now we don't have to worry about the Alliance anymore. Again, I am sorry if I blew out anyone's eardrums. Marquis Rogner withdrawing from the Alliance means that Ruhr is neutral now, right? That's great news. We don't need to worry about being attacked or any of that stuff now. Not really. Either side could really not give a damn and still attack. Now I can devote myself wholeheartedly to my studies. Thank goodness. Hope he didn't go too far. More than anything, though, I just hope he hasn't gotten himself into trouble. Wasn't he the person we helped during the field study here? He seems worried about something, but I don't know if I'd be able to help him all by myself. I'll come back with the others and ask him what's up when I can. Okay, so that's a potential quest. Such a relief to know that this province is now neutral in the war. What other students need is an open, free environment that fosters their creativity, not lots of military funding. Finally done. I don't want to see another account for a long time. After what happened, the Institute's going to be making an effort to distance itself from the Alliance. At least for now. Sorry. Which means that things should finally be able to get back to normal here, and that's music to my ears. Could go to RF Arms. Oh, jeez. You hear? Sherman Arena is back to work. What fantastic news! This means the second factory will be resuming operations too. I need to get back to the office and get my support units in gear right away. Well, someone's excited to get back to work. Looks like we're going to be able to start getting bigger orders of the products in our lineup again. Gonna be happier. Hopefully a little extra commerce helps Ruhr get a bit of its old lifeblood back. No. Oh, Jesus! Oh, that's a good amount. Thank you. Oh, right, hold up. Lagrange. I think that's what it's called. I hear Sherman Irina has been restored to her position, and Hidel Rogner is taking a leave of absence from his. All of which is a massive relief to me. If the RF group returns to its former glory, our customers should come back. I just hope the war doesn't drag on for too much longer. I'm so very tired of it. A lot of us are, buddy. A lot of us are. Is someone gonna be complaining about having to work again? Listening to the radio is lots of fun. Here, I'll put on one of my favorite stations. You'll be jumping around with joy in no time. Well, okay. Hi, Anton. Why didn't I think it was you? This guy still seems pretty still seems really bummed. I put on my favorite radio station for him, though, so hopefully that'll cheer him up. He misses Riki. That's the whole thing. This mate insists that I try listening to the radio. While I hate to turn it down, I'm really not in the mood for it right now. We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important news bulletin. We have just received word that an airliner has been hijacked. Yeah, this isn't exactly cheering me up either. Poor guy. I don't have time for this. I need to go find Riki. She says listening to this will cheer me up, but I'm just not feeling it. This is probably the most serious I've heard, Anton. Why am I crashing on everything? Oh, hey, it's Emma. Hello, Linda. Guess what? Linda's sister is here to see her. I'm so glad to know she's alright. Linda's been ever so worried about her. They're catching up with each other inside right now. I decided to give the two of them some privacy. Well, I'm not. That is very bad manners of me. Hello, miss. Linda finally found her sister. Or maybe it was the other way around. Either way, it's good news. She told me it was her first time working in retail like this, but she still did a pretty good job. What a nice girl she is. I'll support her no matter what she decides to do from here. Whatever it is, I hope she gives it her very best. Michelin, or Michette Blushy. Is there anything that's part of a set? Nope, okay. Oh, part 5. Actually, I kind of want to see what what it says. First of all, I have used all of these, right? That's not something I can use, buddy. Can I not read Imperial Chronicles? I really can't read it here. Or, wait, right. Books. There we go. Our latest cables have suggested that one of the Crucian provincial province's main bases is now in the hands of the former Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. What is wrong with me? This division is said to be pushing for the immediate liberation of the capital, a demand which has been fiercely criticized by the Crucian Provincial Army. Further conflict in the region seems likely in the days to come. District of Celtic, Twin Dragon's Bridge was not the only place to... oh, I need to, actually. I'm a freaking moron! Press the right buttons! Was not the only place in the region to fall into enemy hands. The nearby town of Celtic, widely known as a trading hub, has been occupied by rebel forces, but for you, dear reader, I have risked life and limb crossing behind enemy lines to offer a picture of life under the brutal heel of the enemy. Actually, the shades of the control played out rather calmly, said one of the safety insurers. But, much to my surprise, several other citizens informed me that there have been no casualties among them due to the provincial army leaving the area before any battle could take place. In fact, life in the town seemed strangely normal, with even the Grand Market operating on its usual schedule and residents out and about to enjoy some midday shopping. asked one merchant what she thought the biggest problem facing the town right now was. Without a doubt, is that with this war going on, the Grand Market has become a shadow of its former glory. The fighting can't end soon enough for me, she replied. All in all, things appear surprisingly stable, but it's difficult to say how long this will remain the case. Those considering a visit would be well advised to remain vigilant while in town. Marquis Rogner declaring neutrality. I'm just gonna... Marquis Harm sends aid. Taking steps to recognize and deal with the ongoing refugee problem by offering aid to displaced citizens in his domain. Surprisingly nice from a Noble Alliance member. Units force in the Western Front. News is spreading that a mysterious group calling itself the Winds of Freedom, have begun appearing in the Western Erebonia. They are currently believed to be asserting their neutrality while aiding civilians caught up in the region's conflict. These and other activities seem to be supported. Seems to support the claim, but their objective remains unknown. The Noble Alliance, however, has been urging citizens to be wary of the strange group, as there remains a very real possibility that it may be a criminal organization with malicious ulterior motives. Pot calling a kettle black, right? Hey guys. How are the twins doing? Ah, hello, Reen. Hello, Reen. God damn it, Vivi. Can we not do this just for today? I feel like I should just wear a shirt that says I'm sorry about her or something. Oh, come on. I'm just having a bit of fun with my two best pals. Besides, it's been so long since we've seen each other that she probably missed all the teasing. Really? I'm just so happy to see you again. I was so worried this whole time. Never should have left you alone like that. You must have been really scared. I'm so sorry. I should be the one saying that. Oh no, here come the tears. Okay, let's just get going. It's great to see the two of you back together again. Green, we owe you so much. We might not have ever seen each other again if it weren't for Class 7 and the Courageous. Now it's time for me to return the favor by joining the crew and doing all I can to help out. Are you gonna open a shop or something? You better. Since I'm gonna be keep spicing up your lives as the ship's sexiness officer. God damn it, Phoebe. That's not a... I don't think it is... Never mind. I'm with Rain on this one. I know you're trying to joke to cover up the fact that you're crying, but it's really not working. Boo. Fine, let's just get on that ship. Follow me, I'll show you the way. Alright then. Thanks again, Reen. We'll see you later, okay? See you on board. And Linda's back. I wonder if that guy's still... Yep, there he is. But first, hey Eddie. Can't believe he was actually right. Because of that, Clyston Co. now has a major new contract with us, with terms that are hugely favorable for them. That Hugo boy is a businessman to be reckoned with. What did you do? Alright, that's the last of my business here for the time being. Preparations have been made, dotted lines have been signed, I've just got to get in contact with our capital office. Looks awfully busy. I guess inviting him to join the Courageous can wait until after maintenance is done. So pretty much after we take off already. Factories that turn out consumer products are at least starting to get back up and running again. We did, however, end up signing a contract stipulating that 10% of the goods we receive go to Clyston Co. I'm impressed a young man like Hugo Kleist was able to predict that this would happen. He knows this. Actually, no. Fuck. No, wait. It's in quartz, dumbass. It's only attack 2. And defense 2. Probably not until the next chapter. They probably won't update until the next chapter. I mean, it starts. I'm not good at speaking, am I? Feels good to have production getting back in gear again. We owe it all to Lady Angelica, too. It'll be a while before we're back to producing anything. They basically used our factory as a giant storage cupboard. That sounds pretty bad, actually. Before we can do anything, we need to clean and inspect every last piece of equipment. Winding aside, we're still 100 times better off than we were a few days ago. I can only assume how bad it was before. I know I talked to them, but I already forgot. Oh, jeez, they got a full house. Almost a full house. And that's how I ended up helping her. Who can say no to Lady Angelica? Oh, now I getcha. I knew you were up to something. So, what do you help her with? Don't tell me all you did was give her a place to sleep. Of course not. You'd be better off asking that I didn't do, or what I didn't do. You should have seen me, pistol in hand, taking the guys after her out like they were nothing. That's my man. I don't buy it for a second, but that's one hell of a story. Oh, hi. How you doing? Oh, hello there. That's my line, buddy. I'm sorry about all the noise the Vance is making. He always has to exaggerate. He didn't do a darn thing like that, and he knows it. Anyway, never mind him. If you're hungry, feel free to order away. You sure it's okay to be treating us like this, Vance? Sure am. Drink up. It's all in the house. There's a time to be celebrating. Okay, I'm just gonna leave him to that. Why do I have to do this? Why's your name Log? They won't even pay me with Mira. What kind of job pays with books? I don't even like books. Here, you take it off my hands. Jesus Christ. The funny here is still filling. It's great. I love the North Korean seasoning too. And once I'm done here, it's off to business meeting a little further up north. Off to a business meeting a little further up north. What is wrong with me? I wonder what wonderful business opportunities will be waiting for me. It's okay, you can be honest. You just want the food. Grandpa, how do I get good at hide and seek? What are you, stupid? You hide in places where people won't find you. Jackass. That's what I mean. How do I find places where people won't find me? Jackass, come on. I want to get good at hide and seek like Toddy is. But I don't know how to do that. Things might be getting back to usual around here, but I gotta look into a little something for old Gwen. We both know there's something going on in the shadows of this war, but outside of that, we're both in the dark. Can't exactly leave Locomo and go in, looking into it right now, though. Gonna have to wait for things to settle down a bit. Fine. Oh, Sarah. Why did I forget that she was right there? I saw her. Oh, she's... Didn't know Celine was down here. Hey, Celine. What brought you here? My desire for privacy and quiet. Have you even tried taking a nap in Dr. Aegis? Looking at you definitely haven't. You look like something the cat dragged in, and that's being generous. I've been better, yeah. Normally I just tell you to forget about what's already happened, but I see you're beyond that point, so... Try not to let it shake you too much. Depression isn't exactly going to be our ally in the days to come. Don't let it take over you, okay? Man, I must look really bad if even you're trying to cheer me up. Don't get the wrong idea here. I just want you to take your mopiness into battle. I just don't want you to take your mopiness into battle with you and get both of us killed. And worry about me, alright? Got it. Hurry up and get over it, okay? It's not like being depressed will fix anything. Okay. You say so. Okay, so she's not exactly right here. She's further up, probably. Hello. That's the Reinforcer of Thor's Military Academy, I presume? Lady Alyssa's on the 24th floor at the moment. She's with Her Highness Princess Alphen at the moment. Will you be going to see them? That was the plan. Thanks for letting me know. Oh! Sure, why not? Oh, that's actually good for Elliot. And Machias. Okay, for a lot of people. Let's put on her. Still talking business, I guess? Hold on, you're one of the heroes who freed the country. Not yet. I got a little ahead of myself. You're one of the heroes who freed the city. What an honor to be able to meet you like this. Oh wow, this will be quite the story at my next business meeting. I really didn't do much. Honestly, your praise is probably better saved for Angelica. Not at all. There's no way Ruhr could have been freed if not for the courageous. So, on behalf of everyone here in Ruhr, allow me to thank you for your incredible work. Well, thank you for the thanks, I guess. An alarm started sounding right when I was about to close a huge deal yesterday. Really scared the life out of me. But looking around at how fired up the staff is today, I got a feeling today's gonna be go really well. Good for you, buddy. Our department's back to work too. I'm so happy. I'm so happy I could hug you. I'll try to restrain myself, however. Oh, I've been dreaming about this moment for so long. Time to get back to work and no more slacking. Welcome to Reinford Corporate Headquarters. Allow me to take this opportunity to personally thank you for liberating Ruhr. No thanks necessary. Honestly, that wasn't even our goal. We were just trying to save the chairman for Alyssa's sake. We're glad we could do that, though. As we are. The chairman is hard at work rebuilding the group and trying to get it back to big capacity as we speak. And once Reinford returns to normal, Ruhr should follow. We could not be more grateful for all you've done. What are you guys doing? Was this meant safe after all? After not hearing a peep from her after 2 months, I was really starting to fear the worst. I guess that military academy really toughened her up. I'm so proud. Have you heard that? I never actually met you, so... What fantastic news. Glad to hear that she's doing well. Thanks, all of you. Sir, the orbital computer production line is completely unusable. They've made such crazy modifications to it that I can't make heads or tails of the damn thing. Alright, I'll take care of this. You get to work on restoring the design data. Of course, sir. Hello. How humiliating. We were forced to follow the acting chairman's orders to the letter. As awful as that was, things got even worse when we ended up letting those archaisms run rampant in the building. We're in the middle of a complete revamp of our security protocols to make sure that this can never happen again. Is this the... Yes, it is. This is a customer elevator, I'd say. Where are you up to, Alyssa? I'm just checking out the rooms to make sure everything's in order. Sharon supposedly put everything back in order now that Director Rogners gone, but still. Can't hurt to double check, right? I'd hate it if he ran off with something valuable on his way out. Yeah, he seems like the kind of guy who develops sticky fingers. Do you want a hand or anything? I'm fine, thanks. I've got a pretty good idea of where everything was, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Mother's more than busy enough now, so I might as well just get it done. Feel like I should help her out anyway. Okay. Are you sure about doing this on your own? I mean, two people would be able to get the job done twice as fast, right? What are you planning, Schwarzer? I'm in court. Nothing at all, I swear. Just kidding. Of course, I'll take you up on that. Two of them made their way around the Reinford household, scouring each and every room for any signs of malfeasance or missing property. Fortunately, thanks to Sharon organizing everything the night before, it didn't take them too long. Before they knew it, they only had one room remaining. The Chairman's room. Well, I'm glad to see that at least the rooms aren't a complete mess like they were yesterday. Sharon's done a great job cleaning everything up. And it doesn't look like there's anything missing either. Well, that's good news. As much as I feel bad criticizing Angelica's uncle, Hidel Rogner must be an absolute slob. You'd think as a noble he'd at least pay a little more mind to cleanliness. I feel sorry for his housekeeping staff. That bad? It's probably more than being a noble. He thought he could get away with never having to clean anything. Imprisoning your mother seemed to have inflated his ego. You're probably right. Suddenly having powers over someone who he was never able to stand against must have been a real treat. Either way, we're almost finished up here, so... What, a book? What is it? Oh, I just noticed something sticking out slightly from between two of these books. Huh? This is... Is it a family photo? Yep. It's a photograph of you as a little girl. And that looks like your mother, which would mean... Yep, that's my father. Why is this hidden away in her desk, though? Why wouldn't it be? Maybe she pulled it out to look at it every now and then while she was working, but didn't want anyone to know. Honestly, I'm surprised too, but here it is. I think there's any doubt that it's important to her. I guess you're right. Alyssa put the photograph back where she found it, and the two of them finished checking the rest of the books. Once her work was done, they treated themselves to a well-deserved rest. You guys are too young to drink. What are you doing with that bottle? That sure took a while, huh? I can only imagine how much of a task that would have been if you had to do it all by yourself. Truth be told, I probably would have given up part way in and just left the rest to Sharon. Thank you so much, Reen. For what? Helping out? Well, sure, but well, finding that photo earlier, I might have. But finding the photo earlier might have just been a coincidence. I thought I would have looked around in Mother's room if you hadn't been there here. If I hadn't, I never would have discovered that, or realized that maybe somewhere deep down she really does care. I think you would have, even if not today. You'd realize it eventually. She's your mother, after all. The two of you will always have that connection as family, like it or not. I think that day will come when you two understand how much you care for each other, with or without a photo to show. I'd like to think so, at least. Talking with you like this reminds me of when we had our field study here. had a little heart-to-heart about Mother back then, didn't we? In the same room. Oh shit, we did. It was this room, actually. There's a lot I'm really thankful to you for, though. I would have never been able to free Mother or the city on my own. And this is hardly the first time you have supported me or helped me accomplish something when I needed it most. So for all the times I was too stubborn to say it, thank you, Reen. Hope I'll get the chance to repay you for this someday. For everything. Repay me? We're skipping tabs, you guys are friends. Well, anyway, thanks for all your help today. I'm gonna be going now. See you later. Oh, right. Not sure what that was all about, but I guess I'd better get ready to head out too. Oh, Elfin. Why is she not listed on this group? Oh, that's why. I'm an idiot. I forgot that. I didn't notice that there was a switch page button. Oh wow, pretty much everyone in the team. Sorry. Oh jeez. I just checked them. What is wrong with me? Okay, so Elliot, Laura, Machias, that's for sure. I kind of feel like talking to Milliam instead of Juices. Mostly because we have Osborne Strain here, so. God damn! You know what? Sorry for the noise, but I'm turning on my fan. I'll be taking a look around the Ruhr Institute of Technology soon. It's practically the premier technical university in the country, so I think any time I spend here, there will be to my benefit. I would imagine so. We did go inside during our field study, but that was just for Professor Schmidt's request, so we didn't explore much. Still, it's very good to make a break for the nearest school when we finally get a little time to rest. Oh, there's something I can only see while we're here. Why wouldn't I? Maybe I should do the same. No better way to lift your spirits than to get your mind off of what's getting them down. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Maybe he's right. Checking out the institute probably would cheer me up. Yeah, I think you're onto something here. Would it be okay if I tagged along? Of course. I was kind of hoping you would. Shall we? Hey, it's the RC car. Whoa. What was that? Sorry about that, guys. Hey, I recognize you two. You guys came here for a field study one time with your other classmates, right? Hit that nail on the head, but mind explaining what those two tiny cars are? Your field study too. Yes, we did. We saw them. These babies? They're a new kind of toy that we're developing. We're calling them Orbital Remote Controlled Cars. They're basically little cars that run on orbital power that you can drive around with these radio frequency control devices. With things settling down here in Ruhr, we're off to test our new and improved ones all around town. That's some impressive technology. You've replicated the look of the Reinford Company's Luche line vehicles very well too. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh, do you recognize him, Matthias? With numbers of cars on the roads of Heimdall, you start to recognize different models after a while. So I eventually decided to start doing some research into what each one had to offer. The Luche series was one of the ones that I found myself particularly fond of, so its name stuck in my mind. Now, there's the man with taste. If you can appreciate the beauty of these little babies, you're gonna go far in life. Actually, you're just the kind of guy who would like to give this thing a little test. What the fuck? Actually, you're just the kind of guy who would like to give this thing a little test run. Are you sure? As serious as we've ever been. We want as many people playing with these things as possible, right? Oh, actually, it'd be great if you could grab another friend too. 3 people racing against each other wouldn't just be awesome, but would also provide us with some valuable data. Well, in that case, we'd be happy to play with your cars for you. And I already know who our third will be, though I'd hardly call him a friend. You're talking about uses. Wait, you're not thinking of... Yep, you're thinking of uses. You always have to make everything a competition between the two of you. Yep, he was. Of all the things you could have summoned me out of the blue for a toy car race. Still, it's not as though I have anything better to do. I accept your challenge. Small you still can. I expect you to give this your all too, Green. Okay, if you insist. Am I actually gonna have to play this? I kinda wanna play this. They actually have the bike colors also. Well, now that you know the controls, the course will take you from here around the front of the RF building and to the top of the steps over near F. You're going to have to chase after your cars though, since the orbital waves have a limited range. Well then, shall we get started? Take your positions. Ready, set, go! I'm actually gonna have to follow it. The cars left the starting line and the race of the century began. The 3 of them chased fiercely after their cars, struggling to adjust to the unfamiliar controls. And as they finally neared the finish line, Juices and Machias hit their competitive peak, each one desperate to claim victory. Get the hell out of my way! Kneel before me, fool! Guys, calm down, or you're gonna... Oh. They crashed, and they crashed. What? Impossible! Yeah, they crashed. We have our winner! In first place, Range Schwarzer. Seriously? It was a neck-to-neck race, but once they crashed their cars, Juices and Machias didn't stand a chance. Looks like you got a bit carried away at the wheel there, fellas. That was careless of me. It's completely ridiculous. But we got some fantastic data thanks to you 3. We have to get this back to the lab and start brainstorming improvements right away. Great work, you guys. Thanks. Of course they crashed. The race complete, Juices went back to whatever he was doing, and the rest skipped off gleefully to the Institute. Didn't expect that would end up being such a big thing. I'm a little frustrated that I didn't manage to come in first. But if the whole thing cheered you up, I'd say it was well worth it. Worth doing. Thanks, Matthias. That means a lot. No need to make a big deal out of it. On a more pragmatic note, I can't see something like toy cars becoming very successful during wartime. Just another reason for us to fight for peace, I suppose. Yeah, that's a fight I'm sure we'll win. Besides, if these things ever make it to market, we can have another race. Sounds good to me. Next time, I'm taking Juices down. Of course it's gonna bring it to that. Anchor and cover. Okay. Those remote-controlled cars are fascinating little toys, aren't they? If they hit the market, it will be... Or, I'll be the first in line, even if I had to sleep out in front of the store to do it. Mock your ass. You're starting to sound like a Black Friday shopper. But on that day, I'll challenge you to another race, and I'll win. If you can. I said Elliot and Laura. Okay. There's Elliot. What up, buddy? Can't stop thinking about our field study here from earlier in the year. Sure, it was tough, but it was fun. And Faye was still alive. You just had to bring the mood down, didn't you, buddy? Yeah, even if we did think he'd died back in the mine. I'm guessing news of Faye's actual death has probably reached Girl by now. Wonder how he's taking it. Sorry, it was probably super insensitive of me to bring him up. Just try to cheer up, okay? Ellie's definitely worried about me. Maybe we should hang out for a while. Yep. She's got a great idea for something we can do together. Come with me, Reen. Are you gonna give him a loot and you're gonna play in public? What's going on now? You'll find out soon enough. Let's go. You're gonna make him play the loot in public, aren't you? Elliot dragged Reen into the Rhineford building. And after he borrowed a few things, Elliot dragged him right back out again. Yep. Well, not a loot, but... Still. This sort of looks like the same kind of affordable guitar I used back at the festival. That's because it is. Both that and the keyboard were made by the Rhineford company. They're display models, but they said that we could use them since playing them right out here would make for good advertising. Should be all tuned up now. I've already got permission too, so shall we get started? Get started? Wait, you know me. I sure do. Let's play some music. Just you and me, putting on a concert in the middle of the street. I don't know if I should probably mute this. Fuck it, I'll leave it. Also, this is the opening to the first game. Despite the sudden start, the two played with gusto. They're focused entirely on both their instruments and the performance. A surprising number of Rogners residents had stopped to listen and clap for them too. All in all, it was a success. That was something. Impressive work, Green. We were out of sync in a few spots, and we missed a note or two here and there. But it was fun, wasn't it? It was for me, at least. Yeah, it was fun. This goes to show that music doesn't stop at giving strength to the listeners. The performers get some too, I guess. I was every bit as happy there as I was when we performed at the festival. I'm a little biased, but I'd say playing yourself is even more fun than listening, to be honest. That's probably one of the reasons I just can't seem to give music up. Thanks for inviting me to join you, Elliot. This definitely helped cheer me up. You're very welcome. We'll have to do this again sometime, if we can. With some time to practice, hopefully. Not just us, either. The whole class, just like back at the festival. That sounds great. I hope we get another chance to do something like that. Their third concert complete, Reen and Elliot went back to Rhineford HQ to return their instruments with smiles of elation on their faces. Hey. Cover and art support. Does that mean if I am linked with him and I use an art, he'll pretty much chant with me, I guess you could say? Man, that was so much fun. Performing outdoors like that felt great. We got to do some big outdoor concert with the others someday. maybe actually practice for that one. Yeah, just don't, you know, make a... Shit. Find your words, damn it. Don't, you know, crunch a bunch of practice together before the deadline, I mean. Honestly, I keep looking to the side and I just keep seeing my Valimar model kit. I haven't actually opened it or, you know, made it. I just keep looking at it. I want to, though. This is my first time seeing Roar. I must admit, I'm pretty impressed. I'm very impressed. I messed that up already. Goddamn. My expectations were high given the Rhineford Company's presence here, but I can safely say they've been shattered. I think this single shop alone has more types of horrible goods than the entirety of Legrand. I feel kind of like a child in a candy store, to be honest. There's so much I want to look at while I'm here. I could go for some window shopping. Yeah, sure, why not? Mind if we look around together? Nothing like shelves full of stuff to get your mind off things. By all means. Let's see what this place has to offer. That's a fridge. Huh, so this is a normal refrigerator. I noticed there was a large one in the Courageous Kitchen, but I wasn't entirely sure what it was at the time. Okay. Now that you mention it, we do have one on board, don't we? Being able to just stick food in there and have it stay fresh for days is pretty awesome. Yeah, that doesn't last as long as you think, though. So it is. I wouldn't mind having one for myself or when I want to prepare a boxed lunch. How much does one cost? You're looking probably in the thousands, buddy. Maybe even millions, considering the currency exchange in this game. Maybe I'll consider one when my skill in cooking improves enough to justify the expenditure. Let's go look at something else. I knew it. Right, she actually seems pretty disappointed she can't get one. That's a vacuum, ain't it? What's this? The design is rather avant-garde. It says here that it's called a normal vacuum cleaner. You press a button on it and it'll suck up dust and crumbs. So it's like the overall version of a broom, I guess. That does sound pretty convenient. I'd like to give it a try. Let's see. Why do you keep looking at the prices, buddy? Alright, carefully press the button of the vacuum cleaner. I don't think you're supposed to just turn on appliances in the store like that. Sorry, I guess curiosity got the better of me. I suppose if you turn it off then, it's just the button you press to do that. Why is it vibrating it even louder and more forcefully? Excuse me, miss. Well, he certainly seemed none too pleased with us. I'm sorry, Reen. Don't worry about it. It's not often I see you get into trouble like that. Guess technology isn't your forte, huh? Apparently not. I mean, I have an interest in it, but very little experience actually using it. I could be able to use all the appliances here if I had a chance to learn, though. Just like I did with our combat elements. By the way, what are these? Those are washing machines. Or dryers. Either one. They're portable washing machines by the look of it. You put your clothes in there and it'll wash them up for you. Alyssa had a few in her house from what I remember. Ah, that sure sounds convenient. Don't press buttons. Don't press buttons, please. Fascinating. I wonder how it works. Let me see. You press buttons. Not again! My apologies. So, which of this one? This one? No, maybe this one? You fucking broke it. Please tell me you haven't done what I think you've done. I'm afraid it appears I've broken it. We're getting kicked out, aren't we? Excuse me, miss. Yeah, we're getting kicked out. We're getting kicked out. Fortunately for Laura and Green, the damage was much less severe than it looked, and they were able to repair the horrible washing machine. The employee was understandably furious, but thanks to their connections with Alyssa, he was kind enough to overlook what happened. You guys are lucky. Can't believe I've made such a blunder, not just once, but twice, in the same day. Probably in the span of an hour, if not half of that. Well, at least they were able to fix it, right? All's well that ends well, I guess. Still, it really does feel like you were born into the way of the sword. You don't need to make my life. You don't need to make my lack of domestic skill sound like some kind of winning quality. I'm all too aware of the areas where I come up short, and I took up cooking in an effort to become more refined, but I wasn't planning to admit that here. Ugh. Still, I'm glad I got the chance to see a side of you no one else has really gotten to see. Hey, no one's good at everything. We've all got our weak spots. Well, that's true, but you and I aren't so different in that regard, you know? All of us have roles we're good at fulfilling, and for those we aren't, we need to learn to rely on others. I want you to promise me you won't try to shoulder everything yourself. All of us are here with you to share the burden. Huh. Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Laura. Did she get cover, or what'd she get? Powerful strike. She learns that on level 4? Why? Why? So glad you joined me. It was a lot of fun looking around together. Even if Morphments do continue to vex and baffle me. If they could prove useful in my lunchbox making exploits, however, I won't be able to shy away forever. You're not still mad, are you, buddy? Oh, no, it's talking about Hugo over there. Oh, right, she's out here. Hello. Here's the Isengraph's pretty much stuck in Roar Station for the time being. But better stuck than under Alliance control, right? Now that I think about it, I never went and got what I left in there a while ago. Maybe I should grab it before it starts running again. Maybe I should tag along. It'd be kind of cool to take a look around inside too. Yeah, sure, why not? I already said I was doing this. Mind if I joined you, Milliam? We didn't exactly get to look around last time we were in there, and to be honest, I'd kind of like to. I'm not stopping you. In the words of Fee, let's roll! I'm pretty sure we probably broke a few laws by going into a private train like this, but whatever. They spoke to the RMP officers regarding the station and were granted permission to step aboard the Isengraph. Once inside, they went straight to the front garage, and Milliam found what she was looking for on the engine room's dashboard. Why'd she leave it there? Ah, it's a teddy bear. Oh, it's a stuffed bear. Pretty big one, too. He's awesome, isn't he? Grimes bought him for me a while back as a reward for completing a mission. He did? I'm having a hard time imagining Chancellor Osborne buying someone something so cute as a present. Yeah, I guess he didn't seem like the type, huh? He probably bought it for me on a whim. I wasn't trying to suggest he was a cold-hearted person or anything. Hey, well, we're here. You want to do some exploring? I bet the chairs in here are way softer than any sofas you've ever tried. Sure, why not? Still, we're putting the R&B out, remember? We can't spend too long in here. Man, you weren't kidding. That's really hard comfy. It was a gift from the Emperor, though. It's no wonder that it'd be so ritzy. I know, right? I'm jealous of how much got to use it too. He got to live it up on his way to the conference in Crossville. Oh yeah, Prince Oliver and Tor were on board that for that trip too. What's up? Nothing. I was just thinking about how this train's lost its master. The same way you, Captain Claire, and the other Ironbloods have. Oh, that's true. Guess he can't really live it up anymore if he's dead, huh? That's a very blunt way of putting it. Nothing we can do about it, though. Crow outsmarted him, and that's that. Still can't believe he actually managed to kill him. I wasn't expecting you to be able to talk about him so impartially. I mean, if you're upset about it, there's no need to force yourself not to let it show, you know? Why would I be? And Dad was shot by the Jaeger, by that Jaeger. I was beside myself with worry and anger. And the Chancellor was like a father to you, all of you, wasn't he? So I'm just saying, there's no need to force yourself to be, to seem happy. If you need a shoulder to cry on, Sorry, I really don't know what you mean. What's it even like to cry, anyway? What do you mean, what's it like to cry? Surely you've done it before. Everyone has. I'm asking because I seriously don't know. Yeah, I actually agree with Rin on that one. Wait, you're serious? You've never cried? Not once? I guess not. I felt moved when reading books and felt kind of lonely when someone wasn't there anymore. But being so upset about something that tears come out of your eyes just seems kind of alien to me. How? She's never cried? Never? She's wrong. She's younger than the rest of us. But by her age, most people have done it more than they can count. Huh? What are you all quiet for? Are you still down about the stuff with V? Cheer up, okay? It's not fun if you're all gloomy like this. No, it's okay. I was just having a hard time processing what you were saying. I just want you to remember one thing. To all of us in Class 7, you're both a classmate and a friend. If anything were to happen to you, all of us would be incredibly upset. And have to cry a lot. Just remember that. Okay. I still don't know what you're trying to say, but I'll keep that in mind. I really like all of you guys, too. Come on. With how reckless you are, you're gonna run into trouble way before I do. Fair point. I'll be careful. After they finished talking, the two left the Eisengraf, stuffed bear in hand. I'll have to bring him aboard the Courageous with us later. I still don't know what half the stuff you said meant, though. Well, whatever. I'll probably figure it out someday. Yep. Sadly, everyone figures out grief at some point. I'm on my way back to the mansion. Try as I might to bring Lady Annabelle home, she's not having any of it. I'm still shocked by how much she's changed since I last saw her. She was never so selfish before. I don't know how I'm going to avoid telling her father about all this. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Hello. The city is so amazing that I almost can't take it all in. It's not so much a different city as it is a different world. Nothing is familiar. I know a lot of our classmates feel this way, but I grew up in such a rural area, I can hardly believe what I'm looking at. Yeah, I felt the same the first time I was here. It's a far cry from Ymir, that's for sure. Still, while you're here, why not walk around and take in the sights? It's a bit intimidating, but there's a lot to see. Oh. That sounds like a fun idea. And Reed, I know it's hard, but I hope things get better for you soon. Thanks, Emma. I hope so too. Hey, Dominique. You've all done a remarkable job. Thanks to you, we were finally able to make our return to Ruhr. We'll be leaving a number of our officers at the station. Hopefully that will help to stabilize things in the province, though there's no telling what the future may hold. Haven't seen you since, what, your last field study here? Good to see you again. Seems to me like you've all grown a lot since then. Thirst clearly taught you well. But you can leave the cleanup here to us. We'll do what we can to ensure that order is maintained. What's up, Jesus? I'll be heading out shopping soon. From our perspective, causing one of the 4 great houses to withdraw from the war is a momentous achievement. But from my brothers, it's likely all within the realm of expectation. And that would cost, I doubt would cost them a moment's hesitation. The only thing it's done is reclassify us as more of a threat, so we'll need to be more careful than ever as we fly around. Yikes, yeah, we didn't even think about that. Still, I would not advise becoming so cautious that we're unable to get anything done. But that's a thought for another time. Right now, we should focus on taking some time to unwind. I think I will. Thanks, Eustace. Who would have thought Her Highness Princess Alphen would grace our humble province with her presence? I'd heard that she was under the Alliance's control in Heimdall, but do old rumors matter at this point? What matters is that she's out of the capital and free now. She's the hope of every single Erebonian. Hello, doggo. I ran straight into a pole. Can I actually go into the Rogner residence? I doubt it can. We're no longer part of the Noble Alliance, nor will we play any further part in the war. We will not, however, permit anyone to threaten the safety of this province. Our pride is still intact. Suspicious persons will be arrested on sight, so do not push your luck. The Marquis is currently resting in his mansion. To be perfectly honest, I'm relieved that things ended this way. We all care about both his lordship and Lady Angelica. We wouldn't want anything to happen to either one of them. Okay. That guy seems to be pretty chill compared to the guards that were there last time. Jackass is doing some maintenance on my orbital gun for me. With a name like that, I wasn't sure what to expect when Alyssa introduced me to him. But it seems like he really knows his stuff. Yeah, that's the Jackass from Nier Automata. Though I guess that's not a very good comparison now, is it? I just wish he had a bit more of a refined, dandy-ish aura about him. Sort of like Wynn. Yeah, he'd be more my type. Sarah, the inside of your head must be a terrifying place to live. You have no idea, Rain. All kidding aside, though, you should take this chance to make sure all your gear is in good shape. There's no telling when you'll need to put it through some hard use. And it always pays to be prepared. I completely forgot that Toa and Gaius were down there. Talking with everyone before taking off. Hi, Reem. Hey there. Glad to see you're taking it easy. You burned it. Right back at you, Angelica. Are you taking a break together then? Certainly are. Nothing makes me happier than spending some quality time with my dear sweet Toa. George is at the Institute, so it's just the two of us. And it's about time I whisk her off into our own private little world. No, Angie, stop! You really haven't changed a bit. But in a weird way, I missed this. Now we just need Crow. Yeah. Our crew won't be complete until we drag his ass back home kicking and screaming. Can you not do it kicking and screaming? In case you still hadn't figured it out, I'll be helping you all out from now on. I will say though, Toa taking up the acting captain position did strike me as quite a surprise. Maybe it's time for me to figure out where I fit in the grand scheme of things too. I'm so glad Angie's back, but we still need Crow. And I'm not going to give up until we've got him back. Okay, so that's that. Oh, Gaius, right. Hey guys, you highwaybound? That's right. I figured I might head out and fish for a while to pass the time. One of Gwen's favorite fishing holes is supposed to be out here, so I thought I'd give it a try myself. Oh yeah, I know that one. It's not far from where our boat first landed. Yeah, I actually used it. Just be careful though, the monsters have gotten a lot tougher than they were when Gwen used to fish out there. Oh, I will. Don't worry about me. In fact, you shouldn't be worried about anything at all. Take some time to distress yourself while you've got it. Everyone has times when they just need to open a window and let some fresh air into their lives. I'll give that a try. Thanks. I'll go talk to Fee later. Why is this one not blocked? Whatever that is. Oh, jeez. So Alyssa's in her room. Can't believe I let the perfect opportunity slip through my fingers. Such a coward. Did you say something? No, just thinking out loud. Still have stuff I need to organize, so mind leaving me alone for a bit? Well, sure, no problem. And Nelson. Oh wait, Sharon's in here also. I forgot about that. You deserve nothing but the highest praise for the way you fought yesterday, Masterine. Were it not for your assistance, I doubt I would have been able to even rescue the Shaman, much less liberate Brewer. You have my most heartfelt thanks. You say that like we would have been able to do either of those things without you. This was a team effort through and through. Besides, I'm the last person who deserves any praise. If I'd just been a little stronger, V would still be alive. You know he's gonna beat himself up over this for a long time now. As much as I would like to, I'm afraid I have no right to intend to comfort you. Now after having done the things I have. Sharon? Some might see your willingness to mourn the death of an enemy as a weakness, and understandably so. But I see it as just the opposite. I see it as a strength that you and your classmates possess. Oh hey, there goes my bitrate again. Okay. Anyway, let's go on. So I won't insult you by telling you it's wrong to feel the way you do. I'm positive that you'll find a way to come to terms with those feelings on your own. Though I'm here for you if you need me. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, she didn't actually have a bonding point, so didn't miss anything there. I don't know why I'm checking everything, like if there's gonna be anything, you know, lying around for me to just stick. What am I doing? Oh, Gwen's room. Or it used to be Gwen's room. Alyssa's father's study. Okay. I can see why no one's using that. Oh, right. Cars Monthly. I think this is some sort of automotive magazine published abroad. I got a whole section here just dedicated to card paint colors. This one could actually be kind of cool. Dark coloring. Looks like he still hasn't moved on from his unspeakable outfit. Last night I received an invitation to stay here. There's still some time until we have to leave, so I think I'll spend some quality time curled up with these books instead. Sharon's coffee can't be beaten either. In fact, pulling myself away from here may be a real struggle. Well, that seems to be everyone. Good day to you. You must be one of the Thor students. After all you've done for our city, you're more than welcome here at any time. Thank you. There was an engineer over here, right? Oh no, that's me. I thought it was an engineer. Here. Heading back to the ship, Rain? Not yet. I'm just wondering and trying to figure out what to do. If I really can't think of anything, I'll probably go check in on Valimar and then lace around inside. I'm exhausted after everything that went down yesterday. Me too. It's hard to get what happened to V out of my head. Might have been our enemy, but he gave his condolences for our boss's death back at the mine. So it's hard to hate him. He did, didn't he? I almost forgot. Guess it makes sense that I'm not the only one who feels down after all that. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong buttons, I swear. I keep pressing the wrong buttons every time. Here's the engineer. Or mechanic. How's it going? Just leave the courageous maintenance to me. I've been watching this ship since she was a few lines of on paper. She's like a child to me now. Got to get her cleaner than she's been since she first took flight. This ship's sure running late. Maybe it had to take a detour to avoid a battle or something? I mean, that explains it. No sense in risking your passengers' lives with flying over a hidden war zone. Yes, but if the Imperial Chronicle is anything to go by, I think it might have gotten hijacked. I think I remember reading something about that. Could have sworn I read, I saw something about a ship getting, hijacked. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm missing 7. 9, 10, 11, 12. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I have all of these, except I'm probably missing 11 and 12. Anyway. Yeah, we're going in. If I do, I probably won't have time to do anything else out here. Looks like the maintenance is nearly finished. I already saw every running event I could. So it's us. Yeah, I got her name. I really should have wandered around. Hey, buddy. Greetings, my awakener. How are you feeling, Valimar? Battle yesterday must have been pretty hard on you. I am fine. The damage to my armor and lost mana have largely recovered. I expect to be in peak condition before our next battle. That's good to hear. Just listening to you talk, you really have changed since we first met. You seem to be talking a little more like a human now. Is that so? That would suggest that my memory is slowly recovering. Is that now? The part of me in which memories are stored appears to be damaged. I have very few memories of the past, such as why I was sealed within the old schoolhouse to begin with. This includes my memories of language. Thus far, I have had to rely on the preset bare minimum of speech functionality. However, thanks in great part to your assistance, my speech functionality is slowly beginning to restore itself. Does that mean that your memories of the past are starting to return too? It is an indistinct memory, as if clouded by white noise. I seem to recall someone burdened by a great sadness, much like yourself. That obvious, huh? I look that burdened to you? Someone died right before my eyes. I was powerless to stop them. But the more I think about it, the more I realize that I might have been able to stop it from happening. And that regret's like a thorn stabbing into my heart. Was that person in your memories able to move past their burdens? I am unable to find any memories that answer that question. However, I believe that your sense of regret is an entirely natural process for humans. Is that not the case? Well, yeah, I guess. You have thought to what you would do differently if confronted by the same situation again. If I can aid you, I shall. Yeah, you're right. I can't undo the past, but I can at least make sure I don't make the same mistakes a second time. Perhaps considering how to do that is the best thing I can do for right now. Thanks, Valimar. I feel a little better after talking to you. Then all is well. I'm afraid I must return to sleep. Should you require my aid again, you need only to call my name. Why is my bike not there? I need to keep on getting stronger. Strong enough to that I can protect the people around me. The ship's maintenance is probably almost done now. Maybe I should take a nap or something while I wait for the others to get here. Yep, you're not getting a nap. Yes, this is Rin Charter speaking. Hey there, Rin. George here. Have a minute? George? Something wrong? Well, I'm over at the Brewer Institute of Technology at the moment. And an acquaintance of mine here has a pretty interesting proposal regarding your Divine Knight. How soon do you think you can come over? A proposal? Who's this acquaintance of yours? Well, it's the Institute's president, actually. Oh, great, it's Schmidt. Professor Schmidt, the Empire's foremost orbital researcher. This is gonna be interesting, ain't it? R.I.T. Professor G. Schmidt. The name's G. Schmidt. I serve as this institute's president. I certainly wasn't expecting the pilot of that Ashen Knight to be only a boy. The Alliance ought to be damn near ashamed of themselves if they keep losing to a snot-nosed brat like you. God damn, dude. I don't think that's any way to talk to a person you've only just met. Besides, he happens to be one of the students who helped get you that minor medal earlier in the year. And one of the students put out the request without any input from me. You should be kissing my boots for having the honor of assisting with my research, however indirect it was. Some things never change. Putting that aside, it's true. Were you the one responsible for developing the Panzer Soldats? It is. Duke Ian made the request and I agreed to it. I used that ancient robot, Ordine, and the Society's archaisms as a reference point. And then designed a frame that could be mass-produced, even with the Reinford Company's technological capabilities. Afterward, I drew up plans for several models and oversaw the completion of the Draken prototype a few months back. What do you ask? Do you have any idea what you've done? You're wasting your time, Rain. He develops whatever catches his interest, loses himself in it until he's done, and to hell with the consequences. The railway guns in Corellia Fortress and the orbital wave jamming device in Nord were both designed by him too. Unbelievable. Ugh. An engineer who doesn't strive to satisfy his intellectual curiosity is a sad sight of an engineer. They just design things. It's up to their users to decide what to do with them. Do you get it now? It was because I couldn't cope with this part of him that I ended up going to the academy over here. Yeah, I totally get it, unfortunately. Alright, what made you come visit the professor to begin with? Yeah, of course, that was what I called you here for. I was hoping I might be able to get some kind of advice or pointers from him. You know, about getting a new weapon for Valimar. Oh. Yeah, getting a Tashi for you.
余計な世話ついでに忠告だ。そろそろ獲物もなんとかしろ。お前の八王一刀流、刀抜きで進化を発揮できんのか。
武装デバイスの選択は重要。ライザーとの相性によって戦闘効率が飛躍的に上昇する。
George told me all about what you're after. He says you want a weapon capable of fighting on equal terms with the Asher Knight. We might have gone our separate ways, but he's still a former student of mine. I'm open to the possibility of designing something for you. Really? You make a weapon for Valimar? Yes, I'd be open for the possibility. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. If you want my help, I have one condition. Sumerianor. Ringing a bell for you, Reen? I think so. Yeah, I made my Byakuya with that. Where the hell is it? You used that to make weapons for us before, didn't you, George? Oh, you know of it. Saves me the effort of explaining it then. It's an extremely rare ore found here in Sumeria. You still ended up explaining it. It's an astoundingly strong material that possesses a mysterious radiance within it. And what's more, as I learned while developing the soul dots, the frames of the Divine Knights are made of that very ore. Your Ashen Knight included. No idea. The double saber Ordine uses appears to be made of it too. Which, as I'm sure you're figured out, means if you're ever going to compete against Crow, you're going to need a Tachi made of Sumerian ore too. To make one, however, you're going to need fast 134. Yet it was only recently discovered how to refine the ore at all. Processing will be immensely difficult. But bring me the materials and I'll be willing to assist you. The concept of a weapon that can compete against Divine Knights is of great interest to me. Even when you're helping people, it's only to help yourself. It'd be nice if you were doing it to atone for developing the soldats, but I can't picture those words. I can't picture those words coming out of your mouth. The very thought makes me feel ill. Bear in mind, Sumerian ore is an incredibly rare material. I doubt you'll find enough of it to get the job done. Still, should you pull it off, I'll design you the finest statue you've ever laid eyes on. On my name as an engineer, I can promise you that. Thank you, Professor. This will be a great help to us. Rare or not, we're going to find all the Sumerian ore we can to make this work. I'll keep my expectations low. Oh, he's an asshole, ain't he? The advice Reen received on forging a new weapon for Valimar came from a surprising source, but they could not have asked for better. After politely excusing themselves, Reen and George left the Institute to reunite with the rest of the crew. And once the maintenance was declared complete, they boarded the Courageous and departed from Ruhr. So we've kind of finally explored the shrines that we've been to. They're both working on the bridge. And of course we got a new driver. I have to tell you, I'm impressed. I was expecting this beauty of a ship to be on the feisty side, but she's a real sweet girl. Cutting through the crowds like this feels wonderful. I could get used to this. Wow, I can't believe how quickly you've gotten the hang of it, Angie. Neither can I. But I think it's obvious who's more qualified to sit here between the two of us. This job's all yours. Now. Why, thanks. Why, thank you. I hereby accept the position of Chief Helpsman and Courageous Second in Command. She really is amazing. There's no one out there who can tame a vehicle as fast as Angie. We're not gonna have to worry about a thing with her around. Okay, you may have to worry about something. She is a bit of a speed demon. Moving right along, the good news is, well, is that we were able to liberate Ruhr. And I think any of us could have predicted how much the war situation would change in the process. Marquis Rogner and his provincial army's withdrawal from the conflict will have a profound effect going forward. Losing one of their key members is bound to be a painful loss to the Alliance. For one thing, it should make things easier for Lieutenant General Vander and the 3rd Armored Division. Their greatest concern before now was the Nordia Provincial Army, after all. As the Alliance's overwhelming supremacy is finally starting to sway. Only in East Aravonia, though. They still come out on top in the west. Right, Prince Albert said as much too. General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius are out there and claiming one victory after another. And then there's your brother, Eustace. He's a brilliant leader and it shows. I see. Be that as it may, all we can do is focus our efforts on the Eastern Front for now. That's what we were entrusted with, and fretting over things we can't change won't do us any good, right? That's putting it into perspective, yes. We've got our hands full over here as it is, so let's make every moment count. Time to get back to gathering all the info we can. Speaking of, mind giving us an update on the situation with Valimar's weapon, Reen? So we got a proposal, but we need to mine a lot of ore. That's the gist of it. He's not gonna break it down like that, obviously. Yeah, right, how could we forget? Professor Schmidt agreed to cooperate with us, didn't he? Cooperate is a strong word, Alyssa. He only cares about what interests him. That it ends up benefiting us is purely secondary. And remember, he's only going to help if we happen to find enough Sumerian ore to make the weapon. How we're going to get stuff that rare is beyond me, though. You said that Valimar himself is made of that ore, did you not? You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, Emma? She's pretty much a trainee witch, so I don't know. I'm afraid the Hexen clan knows very little concerning the creation of the Divine Knights. Some legends passed down through the clan say they were made during the time of the Great Collapse. Specifically, they were forged by artisans who call themselves gnomes. Huh, that's an interesting name. I know the term from old stories much like anyone else, but I had no idea a band of artisans by that name existed. Supposedly, they once worked closely with the clan's ancestors. Goddamn. But somewhere down the line, the witches and the gnomes ended up parting ways. I couldn't tell you exactly when. I'm curious. Maybe so, but none of that's going to help us find any ore. Our chances of finding enough were pretty slim to begin with. I know where you can get enough, but only if you're willing to overcome some very difficult trials to obtain it. We're talking about the shrines. You do? Really? What do I have to gain by lying? You're aware of those strange ruins scattered all over the country, right? Yep. Oh yeah. Where the higher elements were active. Those are the ones. They're called spirit shrines. They were built on top of septium veins long ago by the gnomes to encourage the formation of massive Sumerian Nord crystals. Those crystals were in turn used to create the Divine Knights. So if there's any place in Erebonia to start looking for the best amount you need, it's there. I had no idea. Why didn't you tell us this before now? Am I supposed to be a mind reader? It's not exactly relevant till now, so why bring it up? No need to bite our heads off. Hey, she told us now, right? All we gotta do is go to one of those shrines and we'll be rolling in ore. I'm pretty sure we need all three shrines that we found. Let's hope so. We got a lot on our plate checking up on the country, but exploring a shrine's been our best lead yet. And no matter how difficult it might be, a little thing like a trial isn't going to scare us away, right? Right. With the discussion coming to an end, their destination had been decided. Before departing, however, Class 7 thought it best to check if there was any new requests from Prince Oliver. And their time turned out to be quite apt, as he had very recently sent several their way. Oh, all of them optional. Gone Air by Klein and Hivel. So here's the deal. An airliner got hijacked mid-trip and went missing, but we managed to track it to the Isengard range. Right now the hostages are still inside, so we're gonna rescue them. It's gonna be tough given that the hijackers are armed, but that's where you and the Courageous come in. Toa can give you the specifics on how to reach us, but we'll be waiting in the Isengard range. See you there. The sweetest of challenges from Blue Blanc. Dearest ladies and gentlemen, I have taken the liberty of calling upon you for a request of my own, unbeknownst to my worthy rival. I have left a letter in the location indicated by the Blue Cross. I think you'll find it well worth your while to read it. Prison for a prison. From Oliver. Imagine Juices Alberea weeping for the safety of his province's people as they're chased through the streets by a rampaging monster. Surely you would not let such dire scenes come to pass, would you? The battle is set, and the North Crescent Highway awaits. Aberdon. This one's from Klein. I'm happy to see that Hibel's with him too. Not so happy about the airliner going missing though. Doesn't seem like something we can afford to ignore, dangerous as it sounds. But look at this one. Phantom Thief B? What's this about reading a letter? As if we have the time to be concerning ourselves with his pathetic antics. I know what you mean, really, but ignoring it might be even worse. Yep, we got our work cut out for us. Hey, Reen. I want to help look out for everyone. Let me come with you, okay? Of course, V. You're always welcome. I think Zelene and I should come with you, and when you're exploring the shrine too. I was about to say the same thing. Make sure you're ready before you go. I wasn't kidding when I said the trials were difficult. Not possible to remove Fee from the party. Wait, no. I kinda need a crush coverage. Pass that up. Thank you.
変じゃない？レッツクッキン。
Eternal blue.
美味しくできたかも。
Why do I keep going to the elevator manually? I feel a lot better now that we've got Angelica piloting the ship. Sure, I've gotten used to it, but she seems like she was born for the job. Arrived just in time, too. We've been needing a gunnery officer, so I've been thinking about taking that up. Sounds like a plan. Ellen, got the shit out and get focused. You owe me 100 thrusts. Get to it. Right. It's not my fault. That was your fault, buddy. Why are you in the lacrosse uniform? It's been so long. I felt like I just had to throw on my lacrosse uniform. Wearing it again feels like the most natural thing in the world. Maybe I should ditch my regular uniform for this. I'm in the mood for some good old-fashioned practice. Then I'll be ready for action once Theresia and Ferris are here. Okay, good for you. Alan really needs to loosen up. Getting all worked up like that can throw a whole day of practice down the drain, you know? Down the drain. I know. I get that he's worried about his lady and all, but when you're training, you gotta focus on training and nothing else. Guess I've gotta work him so hard he won't have the energy to worry about anything else. Might as well pay your respects now. Use some discretion, please. The royal room. So glad that both you and both your mother and Angelica are safe. I almost messed that up. That the Courageous was able to help in rescuing them both makes me very proud indeed. Thank you for your kindness, Your Highness. Okay. I'm sure my mother will be just fine now since she has Sharon to help too. I'll be doing my best to help out everyone here, just like I've been doing all this time. I'm sure I speak on behalf of everyone in expressing my happiness about that. With your mother safe, that leaves you free to focus your mind on the others you care about as well. Such as the upstanding Reen here. I knew you were staring at him. Wait, what? Your Highness, I'm getting the impression my presence here is making things more awkward at an alarming rate. Yes, it is. We should probably leave, huh? Princess Elfin's plainly incorrect comments aside, it's a relief to know that Ruhr is safe and sound now. We've still got work to do though, so let's keep it up. We will. Can't let myself be shown up. I'll have to prepare my very own plan of attack. Elfin. Your Highness, it's not what you think, really. Elfin. I'll go talk to this dude in a moment. I'm gonna go check the curios. Yep, I freaking knew it. Seafood salad. How do we have two people that will mess it up?
なんだ
Sticky salad. What the fuck?
それでは始めますね。それじゃあ始めるわ。
There it is.
美味しくできたわね。
Hey, buddy. Is it true? Did client send you a request? If you get the chance, I'd really like it if you could try and help him. Right when the war broke out, he put himself in the front line, right in the line of fire to let us first years escape. We owe him a lot. Okay. Kiri Shimonji. To the quest. I meant, you got kicked out of the engine room? Nice to see things have finally calmed down in my hometown. Instructor Mary, being safe and sound is just the icing on the cake. Now all we need to do is find Uncle Makarov and Bridgie. Bridget? What? She's an old girl that Alan likes, right? I don't remember. By Bridgie, you mean Bridget from the Wind Orchestra, right? Yep, she's my bestest friend in the whole wide world. Oh man, now I'm really fired up to go find her. I'm pretty sure Bridget's not a fan of that nickname. Hopefully it doesn't spread before she's here to quash it. Well, we'd better get cracking on exploring those spirit shrines. That request from Fantasy Speed does worry me a little. But I'll keep an eye out for him myself to make sure he doesn't cause you any trouble, whether or not you decide to go to do it. It'd be a shame if you had to divert your focus to his time-wasting shenanigans when you've got plenty else to take care of. Hey man, it's just more money for me. I don't care. Hello. Even if we aren't able to get him on board, it's such a relief to hear the client's doing okay. Even if whatever he does, even if whatever he's up to does sound really dangerous. Now that I think about it, maybe I'm not as relieved as I thought I was. Now I just need one more item to make. Oh. And perfect. Oh, you're gonna put him there, are you? Yep, great choice, huh? A good bedroom's gotta be fun, right? So, if you ever want to take a nap in here, you're more than welcome to snuggle in. You might end up dreaming of Gramps if you do, though. I don't think that's the sight anyone wants. I appreciate the offer, but no, definitely not. Never. Thanks. Hey! Huh. CEO's not here. With the Nordia Provincial Army bowing out of the war, everyone over in the Highlands can finally breathe easy. The chance for things to take a turn for the worse has always loomed over us, but that shouldn't be the case now. Yeah, it's a relief for me, too, but I can only imagine how much bigger it is for you. Let's just say I owe you all a lot for making this happen. And now I can focus entirely on my work as part of Class 7, start paying you back for that. I've played my part to protect my first home. Now it's time to bring peace to my second one, too. Entrance. Okay, who's in here? Oh, these two are still competing. One more game, just one more. By all means, continue embarrassing yourself by challenging me again and again without so much as a moment to calm down. Billiards is a game that requires a cool head, much like chess, actually. I'm a chess expert. Don't you tell me what is or isn't like chess, and stop acting so damn arrogant. Justus is offering Makia some solid advice. Not that he'll ever take it. Yeah, it sounds like their relationship in a nutshell, but... fucking course. When the fuck do you get on board, LeBlanc? Huh? A letter? Oh, right, it's probably from Phantom Thief B. This must have been what he meant by where the blue cross indicates. Green took the letter, confirming that the sender was exactly who he thought. Yep, there's him. Alright. What should I do, though? Honestly, I'm half tempted to just cram it in my pocket and keep going about my day. Yeah, we're gonna have to read it. I think I should read it. What if it's about a crime he's already committed? Hate to just be sitting up this until later, only to find out when I read it that it's too late to undo any harm he's done. Open the letter seal, and out popped the card.
親愛なる7組の諸君へ、今日は君たちのために趣向を凝らしたもてなしを用意させてもらった。
I'm concerned. Well, look at that. I'm already regretting opening this thing. I continue to watch the radiance from afar, ever dazzled by its brilliance. That radiance is no doubt the fruit of the bonds you share with one another, bonds which today I wish to test. I wish to see how you act when the seeds of distrust and discord are sown among you, and I shall be watching from close by. To witness so rare and priceless an occasion, I will be stealing from you one of your beloved classmates.
それでは、どうか心ゆくまでお付き合い願おう。
Still one of our classmates? Damn. To tell the others about this, there's not a moment to wait.
さあ、それではゲームの始ま
Of
りだ。
fucking course.
せいぜい美しく踊りたまえ。
That's him. Can't believe he was able to access the ship's intercom system and even the lights. Oh, they're back on now. I need to hurry and check on the others. Oh, great. What are we playing? Werewolf? Town of Salem? Anyway, that's why I asked all of you to come here, but... everyone seems, at least to me. Perhaps the whole business about him stealing one of us was a lie then? I don't know, it doesn't seem like the type who'd go out to all this effort, then not follow through. Do you think he's already struck? Stolen a member of Class 7 and assumed their identity? No way! If he did, he's a true master of disguise. Everyone looks the same as ever to me. I don't know if this is related to the current situation, but after the lights came back on, I found this card in the Orbital Factory downstairs. Area downstairs. It's one of B's calling cards. Can I have a look at it? George had to read the card and began to read it out loud. The theft has been conducted successfully. I am now among your number. So Angelica was right then. Wait, there's more. Having established that, allow me to lay down the rules of our little game. Great Sorcerer, you shall take up the mantle of detective. Your mystery is to discover whom among you I have replaced. To make things a little more interesting, I will allow Sylphid to... Me? The twisted man. It's all just some game to him. Naturally, I have not taken the place of the detective or assistant, and not of your tutor either. I have assumed the identity of another of Class 7's members. I look forward to your struggles to discover which one. Here's to your success. So we're all potential suspects then. I sure hope he didn't shoot Sam, huh? If we exclude Reen, Fee, and Instructor Sarah, that leaves 8 people that could be him. It's starting to sound kind of fun. Of course, William. Bitrate. Yep, it's at 0 again. And it's climbing. And back down. Damn it. I'll just keep going. As long as you're not suspecting me, then it wouldn't be much fun. Before we begin, however, I would like to set forth 2 rules, in the interest of a fair and enjoyable game, of course. Rule 1. Questions must concern events that have happened after you went your separate ways from the bridge. Inquiring about things that happened before then, or about personal information I could not possibly know is strictly forbidden. Rule 2. You may not consult with anyone outside of Class 7. That includes the Purple Lightning. Should you violate either of these rules, I can offer no guarantees of the safety of your missing member. I would assume that by now you know me well enough to realize this is no idle jest. Oh, that's everything. You sure can fit a lot on these cards. Toa, don't say anything that might break the second rule. Yeah, for their sake, I think it'd be best for us to just keep our mouths shut and let them figure this one out now. Indeed, we can't risk putting whoever is taken hostage in danger. Oh shit, I didn't even notice Thomas was here. I just saw him next to Juices. I guess I'm off the... I'm in the off-limits camp too. Can't say I'm real thrilled to think that Creep is sitting right here among us. Indeed, especially when we can't even help Class 7 identify him. Just leave this to us. We'll get him. Well, okay. For now, I think it would be best for us all to leave the room then. We'll be sure to tell everyone on board to stay away from this room too. Good luck, everyone. Alright, we're finally ready to get this started. Now we just need to decide how we're going to work this out. The first rule is going to be a pain. Don't worry, we can only ask questions about things that happened after we all split up after being on the bridge. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Dad, this would be a fairly simple matter. True, I doubt he'd know what we had for dinner yesterday, for example, but all of us would. Not necessarily, I have a pretty horrible memory. Which means that rule exists so he has plenty of time to savor the enjoyment before we work out the answer. Give me a break. So, which of us is keep pretending to be then? I don't really like having to doubt each other like this. Let's say his intention was to test our bonds. I suppose this is one way to do that. You work something out yet, Reen? I wish. So far, I've got nothing. How about you? Same here. Maybe we should give everyone a pat down. Why? What? I guess that's not technically in violation of any of the rules. Then I see no harm in doing so. But don't worry, I'll handle the girls, drink and do the boys. Well, I suppose it's fine, then. You seem strangely reluctant. I thought so. You're him, aren't you? What do you mean you thought so? If you ask me, you're more likely to be the rat. Although, frankly, I find it hard to believe that any imitation could capture the sheer arrogance that seeps through your from your every pore. I take it back. I find it equally ludicrous to think any imposter could duplicate your ability to overreact to the slightest provocation. Well, it looks like these two are the same as ever. I think we're letting ourselves get a bit sidetracked though. Yeah, let's get on with those pat downs. I don't know what how that would help. I'm pretty sure he has magic, so. The 8 of them split into 2 groups, with Rena and Fee conducting the pat downs. Well, that didn't get us anywhere. What shall we do next? Maybe ask everyone what they did after we split up earlier? Yeah, that's probably the best place to start. That way we can piece together the day's events and see if any testimonies stand out as odd. So, let's see. I didn't talk to anyone from Class 7 except for Alyssa. Well, start from the top. So, Elliot, can you tell us what you've been up to? Well, I went down to the factory area with Machias because we wanted to make a few tweaks to our weapons. After that, Machias was still taking care of some stuff, but I hopped on the elevator and left. Headed to the arts training room to see how the modifications went, and that's basically it. I didn't see you in the arts training room. Right, so you went to the factory, got some weapon adjustments, then went to test out your staff. And Machias was with you initially, so he'll at least be able to verify that the first part happened. Gotcha. Thanks, Elliot. Alright, let's ask someone else then. How about it, Machias? Can you tell us what you were doing? What you've been doing? Of course. First, I stopped by the factory area in the hold with Elliot to have some adjustments made to our weapons. Elliot finished up first and left, while I stuck around waiting for my shotgun. About half an hour later, I finally left the hold as well and dropped by the game room, where I ran into none other than Juices. Yes, I remember that. I did actually talk to people. I completely forgot about that. We even ended up playing a fairly civil game of billiards, too. We were still playing when all this trouble happened. So you started a friendly game of billiards, just like that? Oh, you're such good friends. We're not! Anyway, thanks for giving us your account, Machias. Can you tell us what you've been up to? Usus? Certainly. First, I went to the close combat training room, where I sparred for a bit with Gaius. After practicing for a while, we parted ways, after which I went to the game room. I was there roughly 30 minutes before Rogners wandered in to break my peaceful reverie. He was being his usual noisy self, so I figured I'd shut him up by testing him at a game of billiards. You just have to go and make yourself sound superior, don't you? Oh, take it easy there, guys. Seems to add up with Machias' testimony. Yeah, thanks, Usus. Alright, let's ask someone else then. So far, I think Elliot is the most suspicious one because I didn't see him in the arts training room. Guys? Can you tell us what you've been up to, guys? I saw him outside, so... First, I swung by the close combat training room where Juices and I went a couple of rounds. Eventually, we both left the room and headed to the elevator together. I was first to get off at the 3rd floor. From the elevator, I headed straight out to the front deck to enjoy the feeling of the breeze in my hair. So you trained with Juices, then went to the front deck. Thanks for your testimony, Gaius. Alright, let's ask someone else then. I know where Alyssa was. I didn't see anyone else though. Except for Millie. I forgot about her. So I did talk to a good chunk of the Class 7 members, huh? I'm an idiot. What were you up to during that time, Alyssa? Well, I was hanging around with Million for a while. We were sitting and talking at one of those tables in the 3rd floor hall. After a while, she remembered she had to do something and left. I stayed there, and pretty soon after that, Princess Elfin passed by and invited me into the royal room. That's it, I think. So you were with the princess? Thanks, Elizabeth. That was a big help. Yeah, you should You should remember that she was there. Elfin tried to use you to tease Alyssa, so, you know, there's that. Okay, Laura? I don't remember if I talked to you. Can you tell us what you were doing, Laura? I can, though I'm afraid there's really not much to tell. After everyone dispersed, I chose to remain behind on the bridge, observing the crew at work. Oh, really? There's not really any point in inquiring further then. Thanks, Laura. Alright, let's ask someone else then. Emma? Can you tell us how you spent that time, Emma? Well, actually I was with Fee the entire time. You were? Yep, she was. Celine was there too. They were both nearby when the lights went out too, so I'd have a hard time believing it's Emma. Right, we've got no reason to lie, but we are dealing with V here, so we can't be 100% certain it isn't Emma. What were you doing together then? Well, first we went to the reference room so I could investigate something. After that, we went to the kitchen. Does that all check out, V? Yep, all of it. Okay then, thanks Emma. Alright, let's ask someone else then. Milliam. So, Milliam, can you tell us what you were up to during the time in question? Sure. Well, first I was hanging out with Alyssa at one of the tables in the third floor hallway. We were just sitting around talking though. But then I remembered my bear. Your bear? I got him from Gramps and I finally got him back from his strain while we were in Roar. Anyway, I forgot I had put him somewhere nice. I hadn't put him somewhere nice yet, so I went straight to the nap room to plop him down there. Oh yeah, that's where I ran into you earlier, isn't it? Thanks, William. Oh, that's everyone. Still, just asking everyone individually may not be enough to prove anything. Someone could be lying. Got a point. Might be good to get info about that, what people were doing from someone other than themselves. Maybe we could ask everyone if they saw anyone else. Oh, now that you mentioned it, that's a good idea. Thanks for the tip, V. That's what assistants do. True enough. In that case, said you went to the factory area with Machias, right? Then you went to the arts training room. Do you happen to spot anyone besides Machias during all of that? Oh, actually, I did. On the way to the arts training room, I passed Juices and Gaius together and said hi to them. Oh, right. I may as well take this opportunity to answer for myself. I saw no one other than Elliot, and those I've already specified I'd met. As for me, I saw Alyssa sitting alone at one of the tables on the third floor when I went down there. Assuming everything we heard earlier is true, I must have been there after Milliam left and before Princess Elfin arrived. Alright, that gets a few people out of the way then. Okay, let's ask the next person. Oh, that actually cleared out a good chunk of them. I'm gonna go with Laura because I didn't actually talk with her, I don't think. You said you stayed on the bridge after everyone else left, right, Laura? Indeed. And of course, it follows that I saw none of our other classmates after that, nor did they see me. Fair enough. Yeah, not much we can do about that. Fair enough. Machias. With Elliot and Juices, right, Machias? Did you happen to spot anyone else while you were going about your business? I did actually. I noticed Emma and Fee as I entered the game room. That must have been when they were headed to the kitchen area. So you saw Emma and Fee entering the kitchen. Got it. I didn't realize that anyone had seen us going there. Same. I must have let my car down. That's suspicious, I guess. There's no need to feel bad about that. You were just walking around the courageous, not infiltrating a secret base. Go with Emma. Emma, you went to the reference room, then to the kitchen, right? And Fee was with you the whole time, right? You didn't see anyone else while you were wandering around, did you? You can answer this one, right? Of course. We did, yes. While we were on our way to the kitchen area, we saw Juices enter the game room. We didn't see anyone else though. Did you see Juices speak? Yep. That's a relief. It's knowing that isn't conclusive proof that LeBlanc isn't masquerading as Emma, but oh well. That just puts more suspicion on Machias, I think. It's such a sad and talked with Million for a while before she left, then later you were invited to the royal room, right? That's right, yeah. Other than them, I did see Gaius pass through after Million left. That must have been when he was on his way to the front deck to enjoy the wind or whatever. That's all though. I didn't see anyone else. Alright, thanks. So after you finished talking with Alice, is I really gonna say that? With Alyssa, you went to the nap room, right, Million? Do you see anyone other than Alyssa during all this time? During all of this? Nope, not at all. I wish I'd just stayed there though. Then I might have got invited to see Princess Alphen too. Well, never mind that for now. Well, I think that's all we're gonna get. Okay, we've asked everyone here what they did and if they saw anyone else while they were doing it. We're gonna go over over it all again? Yep, let's do that. First, the places where everyone started out were, if I remember correctly, Elliot and Machias were at the Orbital Factory on the first floor. Juices and Gaius were in the close combat training room on the fourth floor. Alyssa and Million were at one of the tables in the third floor hallway. Finally, Emma and I were in the reference room on the second floor. Aside from Laura, who has no alibi, all of them were in groups of two. True, which means everything you just listed is likely to be genuine. As for what they did afterwards, though, we'll go over that now. Elliot left the Orbital Factory before Machias did, then went to the arts training room alone. On the way there, he also met Gaius and Juices. Yep. After that, Gaius says he went to the deck on the third floor, and Juices went to the game room on the second floor. That's right. And on my way there, I saw Alyssa alone in the third floor hallway. That means I must have already left for the nap room by then. Yeah. Next up is Machias. About 30 minutes after Elliot left the factory room, he finished his business there as well as headed to the game room. That does seem to mesh with my own experience, seeing as I was in the room alone for some time before he arrived. Yeah, then I was walking into the game room. As I was walking into the game room, I noticed Emma in the kitchen. As for Emma and Fee themselves, we started around the reference room, as I mentioned earlier, but eventually we moved on to the kitchen. Can't remember exactly how long we spent in the reference room though. But as we left, we were on our way to the kitchen. We saw Juices heading into the game room. So that puts, suspicion on Machias. Oh, that's everyone. Any idea who's our guilty party, Reen? Yeah, I've got an idea now. You do? You're cool sometimes, Reen. Could you share your idea with us then? Gladly. The one who's actually Phantom Thief B in disguise is none other than... Okay, I'm guessing Machias, but because I want the AP, I'm gonna cheat. Two. I don't remember the name of this twist. Okay, come on. Machias. Yep, I guessed that right. You, Machias. Why me? What's your evidence? Well, Machias said that he saw you and Emma enter the kitchen area, right? If it did, where does that leave Emma's testimony? You mean the fact that she saw Juices enter the game room? That's right. Those two testimonies are at odds with each other. After all, Juices said that Machias came to the game room roughly 30 minutes after he himself arrived, right? That's correct. Which means... Exactly. There's no way Machias could have seen Emma and Fee when he claims he did. It's just not possible. Well, you say that. But what if it's Emma who's in the wrong? It's true our testimonies contradict each other, yes, but why assume mine is more suspect? Because Emma wasn't the only one who saw Juices. I did too. Which makes you our #1 suspect. Indubitably. Why that one? Indubitably, my dearest Fee. Who are you, Sherlock? The doppelganger right in our midst is none other than Machias. I'm sure of it. Game's up, Phantom Thief B. Show yourself.
Yokuzo 見抜いた。そうとも。私が怪盗 B だ。
I can scarcely believe my eyes. He got us good. I'm impressed you were able to discern the truth from picking up on such a small inconsistency. Or perhaps I extended too generous a hand when helping you along after all. Helping us along? So your suspicious testimony was deliberate then? Spare us your cape-fluttering theatrics and just tell us where Machias is. This game's over. Such a lively rejoinder? Okay. All I shall say is, the narrow storehouse.
さらばだ諸君。次なるステージでまた会おう。
Why does he always laugh at everything? How does he do that? Never mind that now, we need to rescue Machias. Let's see then he make the clue all hard and stuff. Yeah, I can't think of anywhere other than the storage room on the 3rd floor that would fit that description. Let's go take him out, I guess. Jesus! You good, buddy? Ouch! I only wish I could have been there when you were captured, just to see the look on your face. Look at the tied up Machias. Damn it, William. I had to try making that voice myself. If Machias saved, everyone else said about trying to find Phantom Thief B. Unsurprisingly, he was nary to be found. Still, they had at least managed to avoid any harm from his antics, so for the most part, all was well that ended well. I got his cape as a farewell gift. God damn it. Of course he gave that as a farewell gift. Wait. Oh, it is a Blue Cross. Hey, Dorothy. Pasta! Carbonara. I actually have people that make this.
レッツクッキン。私の一押し、まずくはないはず。
How do you make cheese curry noodles out of carbonara?
それでは始めますね。
Mess it up, please.
それじゃあ始めるわ。
美味しくできるかな。はい、完成。
God damn it, everyone!
何ができるかな。
Every really? Oh, damn it. Of course. Anyway. Might be a little early, but I think I'm gonna call the stream here today. Anyway, thanks so much for stopping by. I have no idea what I'm gonna play next week, on Sunday, I mean. Anyway, as we said, thanks so much for stopping by. Have a great night, take care out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.